Dude, gonna find myself on here, which, hello, here I am. Wait, no, I'm not. That's not it. My bad. Um, let's see. There I am. Okay. Cool. All right, I'm gonna wait a little bit to see who hops on before I start talking. Got my lotion. Nana, what's up, girl? Hey, Naomi. I guess it's a thing now. I guess I go live on Monday mornings now. Jill, hello. Oh, I am working on a craftably Christmas diamond painting called Santa's Little Helpers. And I have this section to go and then a little bit up there and then I'm done with it. And I still haven't done my nails. Tanya, I am stressed out. Marianne, hello, welcome. Linka. Linka, are you in Germany? Or, wait, where are you? Okay, so, guys, I am stressed out about this move. So me and my husband finally got to talking, okay? And obviously, like, our top two is Germany and Texas, okay? Where we would go in Texas is like right next to New Mexico, okay? So when I was in New Mexico, White Sands, Fort Bliss was like 45 minutes away, which would be where he would be stationed at. Oh, you're in Belgium. Nice. So it's late over there, huh? The heck? There's paper on my canvas? What? Okay, so he's locking in our choices today. And he's gonna see the percentages of what we may get. Okay. The thing is that it's gonna be super stressful moving this time because there's negatives and, well, there's pros and there's cons, okay? So let me tell you the pros of moving to Texas. One is that we would buy a house, like legit buy a house, because we want to live in New Mexico. So if he gets Fort Bliss, we're just gonna live in New Mexico because it's just like right there. And we want to live in New Mexico. So we would not move into military housing. We would buy a house, like a brand new house. Like they're gonna build it. That was our plan. And oh, Nana, so I can play with Michael. And then so we would buy our home, and then I would be going to school where I initially started going to school. So New Mexico is where I want to go to school. Okay, so go to Dona Ana Community College, get my associates, finish my associate's degree, and then transfer to university for my bachelor's. Okay, I tried doing school here, but they were charging me over $1,000, so they were taking that out of my financial aid for out of state fee, which to me is bullcrap. Okay. So, that sucks. So if I go to if I go to Texas, right, and we live in New Mexico, obviously I'd be living in New Mexico, and they wouldn't do that because I'd be a resident. So school would be there. The boys would go to school. Jonathan would be going to school. I'd get a job. It's so easy, right? And then I could visit my friends that are in White Sands. Okay. Yes, it is because you're living in Hawaii. Yep. And they don't waive that. Like, it's not like a waived fee. They don't waive it. So, they do for military personnel. So, like, My husband, if he was here at school and he was signed up with New Mexico, they would waive that. But since I'm his dependent, they're not going to do that. So anyway, so life would be dandy, right? We would start our little lives being homeowners and for the first time, and okay, but if we get Germany, we would be able to travel more. I know this is gonna sound like really dumb because obviously Texas sounds so much better, but we would be able to travel. It would be let's see. Oh, I forgot to tell you the cons. So if we live in Bliss, we might not ever get Germany again, because my husband has like what 7 years left or some shit, 6, and then he retires. Okay, now if we get Germany, like I said, we can travel. Anthony would be going back to visit where he was born. I know he would love it. He loves Germany. He doesn't even know anything about it, but he loves it. Do they not have a military spouse program? No, they don't. Not for my husband's rank. So they sometimes when they help military spouses, they do it by rank. So since he's higher ranked, they don't help the spouse because basically they're like, he has the money, you know. So when I first got married to him, they did, but I didn't take advantage of it because I was young and dumb. Plus, it's only certificates. It's not like they give you a degree. And he has the GI Bill, but I don't want him to give it to me. I want him to give it to the kids when they go to college. So, you know, it's complicated. So then if I go to Germany, right, we'll be able to travel. We'll be able to visit the hospital where, what do you want? Okay, then I don't know what to tell you. Sorry, guys. I'm like super annoyed by the kids today. Baby, there's no hot sauce anymore. What? There's no, the what? There's no more hot sauce. Just go play. I don't know why he wants hot sauce. We would see all the seasons in Germany. What else? What else? The food. I don't know. It's like, it's gonna be like fucking travel. Okay, it's just gonna be like beautiful, and I don't know. I love Germany. The like cons are that it'd be harder to get into school there. Because again, they don't waive that fee. Okay, no matter what school I go to. If I go to Hawaii Community College, you're still gonna have a state fee. So I'd have to find somewhere there in Germany to go to school that has transferable credits. Okay. What else? We wouldn't be able to buy a house, obviously, because we live in Germany. We'd have to wait until we get back home. I wouldn't see family for like a long time, okay? Because obviously it's like really expensive to fly home with all my children, and it's like a 14 to 15 hour flight to get there, okay? And we'd have to fly into Baltimore, and then we'd have to fly to California, so that'd probably be like 3 plane trips, okay? Or 2, depending. Let's see, it's very hot in Texas, but I want to live in Texas. That is different in Canada, unless that has recently changed. The military would move the entire family. My mom was in El Paso, and I remember it being so hot outside, but it was July, August at the time. So, let's see, my mom was stationed at Fort Bliss, Fort Sam Houston, Texas in the 90s. So they do move us. That's not a problem. The problem is not moving us. The problem is like what's more convenient? You know, what would be better for us? And I already know the answer to that. You know, obviously, like, who wouldn't want to buy their first house? And, you know, like, I don't know. But we may never ever get to go to Germany again. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Ruby. Hey, Lisa. We have seasons too. It's either really hot or really cold. Yeah. So I like the weather in New Mexico and like where Fort Bliss is at, because it actually, if you guys didn't know, it actually snows in the desert. Okay. And it does get really cold. I don't think you see a lot of autumn, but you do see winter. So, I don't know, like what do I want? Because I know if we go to Germany, we travel to places that we haven't been to. It'd be nice, it'd be fun. But I don't know. I don't know what to do. And then it'd just be a pain in the ass to move. Oh my god, to move to Germany just be a pain in the ass. But I told my husband it'd be a pain in the ass for like a month, and then we'd settle down. That'd be a very big decision. But I'm sure y'all will make the right decision. I know. I already know what the right decision is. I'm just being a brat. Like and it's bothering me so much. It's bothering me, and it shouldn't be bothering me this much. It should be easy. So my husband is um so he what did I say he did earlier? God, I don't even remember the word. Well, anyway, he's gonna put in for those two places today, and he's gonna check the percentage, and we may be able to pick from those two places. So like if they tell us, oh well, you got Fort Bliss and you got Ramstein, like pick. We're gonna be like shit. I'd rather than be like, oh nope, you're going to Bliss. There's nothing you can do about it, or nope, you're going to Germany. Because then I feel better because then I don't have to pick. You get what I'm saying? Like if we get Germany, I'll be like, well, oh well. Ruby, you have to follow your gut. Hi Ruby Q. Hope your day's going well. Hey Robert, can you take Luna? Oh, of course, yeah. My husband almost went to Germany, but he changed trades from fighter jets to helicopters. We never got there. Too bad. Oh, Natalie, it's so beautiful. It's so different. It's like stepping into a whole new universe. It's like weird to say, but I had the best time of my life there. I have great memories there. And plus Anthony was born there, so like I already know the area, you know. Then again, I'd have to get my German license again, which was a pain in the ass to get. Because they don't, like, just because you're military doesn't mean that you can just go and drive. You have to actually take a test and get the German driver's license. Let's see. Yeah, so Luna. So with Luna, I can actually take her on inside the plane with me. But people say not to do that because they get really paranoid, and they say to take them under in cargo. But that's like that's a 15-hour flight. I don't want Luna to be by herself for that long. And I just don't. Obviously, what they do with pets is they test like how cold, or like if they can take the cold, because it's gonna be cold. They do testing for them. They check their blood. They check their shot records. They do everything, just to make sure that nothing's gonna happen. Because one of my husband's friends, this has to do with a dog though, like a pug. So apparently they don't recommend flying pugs because they die. Two of my friend's pugs out of three died on the way to Hawaii. And that's Hawaii. That's not even like, that's only like a 5-hour flight from like stateside, from California. So, I'm just, if I take Luna, she's going to go on my lap. But that's not that hard. It's fine. I think just taking the kids is going to be a bitch because I'm like, come on, boys, stop running around the airport. You're going to get lost. He's going to be like Home Alone, where he takes the wrong flight. Oh my God. I would take my cat on with me if I could. I would be worried the whole time flying that luggage would fall. Oh my God. Yes. Like, I don't. So, like, crates, I get it because they're crates for dogs, the big ones. But a cat, they don't have, like, you have, like, little bags, Unless you do have a crate, but still little. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I have to get all this stuff ready now because depending on what happens today, we may be leaving in July, not September. So that would mean that we have to like get shit ready now. And, you know, it's going to be fucking stressful. I hate moving with the military. It's not like your simple, like, pack your shit and leave. It's definitely not like that. I wish it was. It is so much more. You gotta do so much with the hospital. You know, obviously, if we go to Germany, I gotta get passports for everybody, for all the kids. Like, it's just fucking, ugh. I didn't even think about that. You know, it was so bad that I had, like, a nightmare about it, about moving. That's how much it's been on my mind. Hey, Ruby finally caught alive. Yay, Tina! I flew my dog in cargo from Goose Bay to Calgary. She was so stressed out that she actually had a stroke, but luckily she still lived too. Oh, Natalie. That's sad. Ugh. I can't imagine. So definitely, like, if the airline doesn't let us take Luna on board for whatever reason, because I guess they're only allowed like 10 pets on inside the plane, or from what I heard, you know. um I'm gonna be like, look, you better give my cat some weed. Like, give her some shit to knock her ass out, because you know she does not like outside, and she does not like being in her little carry-on thing, because when I take her to the vet, man, she fucking cries the whole way. Like, what are you doing? Like, she has like PTSD from like her being left like inside of a trash can and shit when she was born. So, because I adopted her. How often do you guys move? We move every 3 years, but recently it has been like, what? No, actually, every 3 years you're supposed to move. But from Germany, it was 4 years because he extended. And then New Mexico was only 2 years because he got promoted and didn't have a position for him. And then here it's gonna be 3 years by the time September hits. So it actually be less than 3 years. But I'm ready to go. I don't like living here anymore. I don't like the weather. It's too fucking hot. If I made a what's it call it? I made a damn it, what's it called? A temperature blanket. It would just be red and orange. So yeah, it's ugh. I'm missing my seasons. I just want to know, like, where are we going? Are we going here? Okay, that way, like, I'm already prepared. I'm like, okay, my mindset, you know. Oh, also, if I go to Germany, I can't work anywhere other than the military stores, and that's it. That's great that you guys get to experience new places. Yeah, how often do you? Yeah, so, whew, guys, I need some advice. So, for those that stayed here long enough to hear my rant, what would you guys do? What would you do? Okay? And why? Because I want to know. I want to know what you would do in my shoes. I can't wait to finish this diamond painting. I'm like, hurry up, Ruby, finish it. I need to finish at least like 4 or 5 so that I can start on a new one. And I'm almost done with this one. Yeah. So, yeah, and then we're thinking like, it doesn't matter where we go, wherever we go, we're gonna send the kids home with our parents so that it could be easier for us to move without hauling all the kids, you know. Because no matter what, we're gonna go home. No matter where we go, we're gonna go home for at least 3 weeks to a month to visit family, you know. I would go to Germany because I love to go to new places. Yeah. Let's see. I would go to Texas. It seems easier in the long run with getting a house and getting settled. Yep. That's hard to decide. I would love to experience visiting Germany, but it seems that there would be more opportunities in Texas and you would be able to buy a home. Exactly. Like, that's the thing. Like, I'd finish school and then we'd have our dream home Because 3 years ago we were looking at houses to be built, and the thing was that he wasn't. We were not in a position to buy our dream home. You know, we were like, they kept, obviously, when you see a listing, if it says, like, for example, I'm just throwing out a number, okay? If it says the house is like 300 grand, they'll throw in another 25 for other shit. So you always got to be prepared to pay more for more things, because when you look at a house, there's add-ons that they don't tell you about until you get there and you look at the house. So for example, we were looking at this house that, like, a whole wall was glass, and it was like a sliding door, and it was like super beautiful and tall, and we were like, we want this house, we're gonna get it. But then they were like, that's an extra 15 grand, and I was like, what the and they're like, but it'll be we'll take away that 15 grand if you just get a wall with a little slide door. And I'm like, no, that's not what we want. We wanted what we saw. So my husband was like, you know what, let's wait a couple more years and see where we're at, and then we can go house hunting again. And I was like, okay, whatever, I don't care. So now we can afford that. So we're like, okay, well, now we definitely want a house. Thank God we waited and we didn't buy a house then, you know. So because we don't want to buy a home that's already built, you know. We want to, like, make our house. And I don't know, it's just, that's what we've always wanted. And plus, houses in New Mexico are cheap. Oh my God, and Texas. Like, depending on where you're at, they're so cheap. Let's see. You could also do road trips to see your... Exactly, Naomi. Oh my God, you're like, seriously? Yeah. It would be cheaper than flying you and the kids to see family. Also, how would the time difference affect the kids' sleeping habits? So they would be jet lagged for a while. That's not my biggest worry. But the whole, like, me and my husband, oh my God, when we lived in New Mexico, we love road tripping. We love driving to go see our family. It was like a 16-hour drive, but we didn't give a shit. And plus, we, like, even went and drove to Colorado. Like, we loved it. And we would probably also upgrade our car from what we have now. So there's a lot of positive things about moving back to the mainland, you know? I just gotta be smart and, like, not think of, because I already did my traveling, okay? When I had Anthony, 21 years old, that was when I was in Germany. We did a lot of traveling, so I think what's best for me is to move to Texas. Even though I miss Germany. And then our last option was Fort Sill, which no one wants to go there. Hell no. That's in Oklahoma, and no. There's like a whole bunch of crackheads everywhere in that area. Crackheadville. Like, nah, bruh. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what's gonna happen. I gotta keep in mind that I won't be able to see my family for such a long time if we are in Germany again. I haven't seen my dad in 2 years, so I'd just be adding on to that, you know. Elizabeth, what's up, girl? What do you want, Ruby? What does Mr. Q want? Mr. Q wants to go to Texas. I'm the one who's like, Germany, oh my God, I want to eat all the food because I'm fat. I want to travel because I'm bougie. Because look, listen, where we're going to be at in Germany, Paris is 4 hours away. Amsterdam is 4 hours away. Like, Belgium, I think, is like 6 hours away. Yeah, I think 6 hours. And then, I mean, you can literally drive anywhere from where we were at, you know? Because that's what we did. When we were there, we drove to Paris. We drove to Amsterdam. Like, we drove everywhere. The only time that I ever flew was to go to Spain on a girls' trip and to the UK and England when me and my husband had, like, our honeymoon we never had. And that was like $26. Like, so to and from was like around 60 something dollars round trip from Germany to the UK flying Ryanair. And I was like, oh my God, like we can, you know, I mean, we have kids, we have more kids now. We added like two more, but I don't give a shit. I'll take these fucking kids with me. Like, look, leash. Anthony, you're fine. You're gonna be 9. You're fine. You don't need a leash. So there's up and down things, you know, pros and cons. Well, now Germany is sounding good, but I would also take into consideration how old your parents are, how their health. Yeah, Naomi, you literally like me, and you think the same. Okay, so I talk about this to my sister all the time, and I tell her because she's always complaining about how she wants to leave home, and I don't blame her. Okay, because she, you know, she's not me. Okay, she's never been out of the house. She's 22. She's going to school. She has a job, but she doesn't know what it feels like to be away from her parents for such a long time. So she wants to get the fuck out. But I tell her, I'm like, you don't. I'm like, look, Gabby, you should you should cherish every minute you have with dad and mom, because we don't know when they're gonna leave this world. We don't know. Yeah, like we just don't know. Like cherish every minute because tomorrow is not promised. And I'm like, how do you think I feel that, like, you know, me and my dad have this thing, like I said, you guys have heard me talk about it, how he calls me to tell me, like, about movies and shit on Netflix, right? And I'll be like, yeah, Dad, you should watch this movie. And that's all we call each other for. Like, literally. And I cherish those conversations so much. So I tell her, can you imagine how I feel that you get to see dad every day and mom every day? You get to have dinner with them every day. Like, I don't get to do that shit, you know? And I know that moving far away again is gonna just take that time away that I could have with my parents, you know? Because you know, my husband is not the, I don't want to say he's not close to his family because he is, but he's not very, he doesn't give a shit. He could go from Hawaii to Germany and not give a fuck about seeing his mom or his dad. Not to sound mean or nothing, okay? But that's just how it is. Because he's been in the military for so long that it doesn't affect him anymore. But with me, I'm very close to my family and I have to see them. Me going home is like a recharge. You get what I'm saying? It's like I'm recharging myself and I feel better afterwards. Ruby, would you be able to go home for a visit before heading? Oh yeah, definitely. So that's what what we do. Every time we PCS out, because that's what it's called, we get to see our family. So I stay with my mom. It's so funny because people think it's so weird because my husband stays with his parents and I stay with my parents. And I always get like, are you guys divorcing? And I'm like, no, what the fuck? I'm like, he's just with his, because his parents live like 10 minutes away. I'm like, he's with his mom and his dad, and I'm with my mom and my dad. Okay? Like, that's just how it's always been since we've been married. Like, I love being home. I love sleeping in my old room or my mom's room, or, you know, I love waking up to my dad making breakfast and, like, my mom later on making dinner, like, at fucking 9 p.m. Like, why are you making dinner so late? You know? I love everything. Like, when my brother came here, Dominic, he got in the car, and I kid you not, when I gave him a hug, he smelled just like my mom's house. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, you smell like mom's house. And it made me want to cry so bad, but I didn't because I was like, no, you got to calm down. But I was like, holy crap. And then he's, you know, obviously he was in the room, the guest room, and that whole room smelled like my mom's house. I was like, what the hell? I was like, oh, I miss home. It made me miss home even more. I was like, it smells like my mom's house. Like, no, I want to see my parents, not his parents. Yes, Ruby would. Yeah, so like I tried. So my mother-in-law got like butt hurt because you know, she was always like, how come you don't sleep here? And I told her, I was like, you don't understand. Like, I don't see my parents ever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so this last time I stayed with her, I was so uncomfortable. Like, it had nothing to do with her, okay? Just it was just like knowing that my parents were 10 minutes away and me spending the nights at her house, just it was bad. So I was like, bye. See you later. I'm going home. I couldn't do it. I lasted like 3 days and I was like, nope, not doing this. Not doing this. I'm going home. Nope, nope. I wish I had my parents back. Enjoy them when they are here. Oh, Nana. Yeah, I'm like I said. I tell my sister all the time, like, you need to like enjoy mom and dad while we still have them. You know, my dad's like what? How old is he? He's old. Just kidding, Dad. If you're watching, you're not old. You're young. You're 23. But yeah, they're getting older, and they do have health issues. My mom had heart surgery a couple years ago to replace her valve, and right after that surgery, she had an infection, and they had to go back and they had to, clear out that infection. Luckily, thank God, everything came out fine. But she still has her problems, And my dad, he has his own problems. He used to be a cop in Mexico, and he got shot in the leg and his chest, and the bullet that went through his leg, it went through his femoral artery or femoral. I don't know how to fucking say it. And he has an artificial artery on his leg. So he had to get surgery for it like 2 3 times already because it kept messing up. So like, yeah, health problems, all the way. Like, I remember when I was in Germany, he had to go into emergency surgery because I think his artery had burst, his artificial one, and there was nothing I could do about it. I was literally in Germany crying my eyes out all night because it came out of nowhere. It was like they called me and they're like, "Your dad's going into surgery. His artery burst. Oh my God!" And I was like, I thought my dad was gonna die. To be honest, I was like, "Oh my God, what do I do? I can't, like, what the hell?" And by the time that my husband was able to fly me out, um, it was already hours later. Like, because there's calls he has to make. There's Red Cross was gonna fly me out actually, because they can do that if there's a family emergency like that, and you're like overseas or anywhere actually. They'll fly you out, but it takes time. It could take up to 24 to 72 hours to fly you out. So it was like, what, 48 hours, and they were like, okay, you can fly out. But my dad had already been in surgery, gone out of surgery, and he was just resting now. Like, he was, and I was like, damn, man, like, that's waiting too damn long. I know it's not their fault. I know it's not the Red Cross fault, but that's just like, come on, you know? So yeah. I don't think I've ever, no, I never talked to you guys about my dad, huh? Not like that. But yes. Let's see. Symbol 2. What is symbol 2? What is symbol 2? Where art thou? Oh, here it is. Another orange. I'm like really, really loving how this diamond painting is coming out. For being this size, it's like a small size. It's like what? To me, this is small. What size is this? It doesn't say the size of it. No, it does not. You feel so helpless. I was out of state when my stepdad passed. I felt bad not being able to be there. Oh, Naomi. You really do, though. Like, even for like little things, So now I know how my parents feel when, when the kids always go to the hospital here because they're always like breaking a bone or fucking something. And I tell my parents everything. I don't like leaving anything out. And before, when things would happen, they wouldn't tell me about it. And I would get so mad. And I understood why they didn't tell me. But then I was like, what if I hear it from someone else? You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, I don't know if I talked about this, but a while back, not that long ago, my dad got into a fender bender on the freeway. And he, for his age, like, I mean, he was hurting. He was fine, but he was hurting. I didn't know about it. And the only reason I found out was because I called home and everybody was at the house. And I was like, why is everyone home? I was like, what the hell? And I'm like, is it because mom's cooking food or something? And then they were like, yeah. And then my brother finally told me the truth. And I was like, why didn't you guys tell me that? Like, why couldn't you guys just tell me the truth? And I know they don't mean anything like bad out of it, you know, but I was still upset. So I told him, like, whenever anything happens, tell me right away. Just like I tell you when things happen over here. I know it's so that I don't worry, but like there's always that, like, what if something really bad does happen and you didn't tell me? You know what I'm saying? And then I find out later and it's like, what? You know? I'm like the last one to find out. I'm like, no, that's not how shit goes. That's not how it's supposed to go. Not with family. Guys, I need new cover minders. I have like this is Halloween. But yes, I don't ever, like I said, I don't like complaining um about being a military spouse because I do believe like that it's not that I knew. I hate when people say you know what you got yourself into because I don't know what the fuck I got myself in. Well, at least back then I didn't. I knew he was in the military. I knew that he was going to deploy. I knew all this stuff, but no one tells you, like, no one tells you everything that actually happens until you're in it. So now that I'm used to it, it's like, I don't complain about it, but it is a very hard life to live as a spouse. And I don't like when people are like, oh, you don't got it tough because your husband's the one who serves. And I'm like, yeah, but guess who goes through all the shit when he's gone? I do. My kids do. My kids have it the worst than me. They don't get to see their dad. You know what I'm saying? Their dad, like my son, my 8-year-old has been telling his counselor at school that his dad's going to the desert soon. And the reason that he's saying that is because he knows that my husband might deploy like this year actually, yeah. My 8-year-old, he's like, my dad's going to the desert. And I'm like, no. I'm like, he may go to the desert. He calls it the desert. I'm like, he might go to the desert, you know? And then it's, no one like seems to understand that it's really hard to tell your child that their dad or their mom are leaving, you know? It's not easy. It's not like, hey, guess what? Your dad's going on vacation. Like, no, you got to tell him the truth. Like, he's going to deploy. And why? You got to tell him why. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people would fight me and be like, why are you telling them why? I'm like, well, because my kids need to know why their dad's out there. I'm not gonna lie to my kids, you know? So for example, my husband's leaving in March, actually. He's gonna be gone for a whole month. And I haven't told Anthony yet. So we have to have that conversation with my son and Jonathan and be like, your dad's gonna leave. He'll be back though. Don't worry. You know? So I'm gonna have Chucky 2.0. I'm gonna have Bundy. I call him Bundy now, by the way. I call my 8-year-old Bundy. I'm gonna have him and I'm gonna have the baby all to myself for a whole month. Wish me luck, guys. And this is March, so we'll see how that goes. And he might have to stay longer than a month out there, wherever he's going. I can't say. Just got home from school. What's up, Bella? But yeah, it doesn't matter what branch. It doesn't matter how long the spouse is gone. It could be 3 days. It could be a week. It doesn't matter. Like, let me see what's going on here. Okay. Like, I don't ever judge any military spouse that complains. Ever. Ever. Because it's tough out here for a pimp. But yes, over the years, I have grown tough skin. It was a lot harder when I first got married. I've been married to the... I say I'm married to the military because he's owned by the government, basically. I've been married to the military for 10 years now. 10 years. Let's see. Hey, girl. Melly. Miss Coffee. Military families make sacrifices just as well and often get forgotten about with the things and family they leave behind. It is not always easy. I say a Navy and Army military. Oh, I was a Navy and Army military brat. Yes, yes. Like I may show you this side of me where I'm happy and like, because I am a happy person. Okay, but you don't get to see the shit I go through on a daily basis, and I don't tell you about it because that's like I said, I don't want to seem like I'm complaining, you know, and that's why I go on here and I talk to you guys about it so I can get shit off my chest, like this fucking move that's coming up, you know, like that is really stressing me out. I don't know. there's just there's just a lot. There's a lot to think about. Should I go to Texas and buy a house? Or go to Germany and travel everywhere? I don't know. I'm sorry. I like how Miss Coffee puts the knife in there. She's like, But yes. Let's see, number 2. God, I still got Jesus Christ. Oh, Miss Coffee, if you're in here, I was talking about. I know you were asking about people who have bought houses. Me and my husband were just talking about this earlier. So, if you weren't here earlier, I was saying that if we move to Texas, we're gonna buy a house in New Mexico. And I don't know if you want to buy, like, if you want to build your house, or if you're searching for a house. And I was saying, if you're gonna like build your home from the bottom up, that on the listing it'll tell you a certain price. So it'll be like I said, say $200,000, right, for this home or whatever. I'm just throwing out a number, but they don't add in the extra stuff. And I was saying, okay, so you're buying a house. They don't add in all this extra shit. Like, we wanted a whole wall to be a sliding door for the back, right? And we thought it came with the house, but they were like, that's an extra 15 grand. So they just keep adding and adding. So just watch out for that. So when you see a price at like that, just know that they're gonna add in at least another 30 grand depending on what you want in that house, like the tile, the fucking flooring, the bathroom, like, because like I said, like a couple years ago, me and my husband went to go look for a home, and that's what they did to us. So I was like, no, I'm glad we waited until now. So like, if we move to Fort Bliss in Texas, we're gonna buy a house in New Mexico and just stay there. I mean, we'll like build it from the ground up. Oh yeah, which is why I want to buy a house. But we went to look at one, and it had a whore bath sink. It was literally a metal basin. Oh, a whole bath. Oh, wait, a whole bath sink. I thought you said it says a whore. I was like, what is a whore bath sink? like a whore, like a whore. What in the hell is a whore bath sink? Or is that what you meant? Oh, Jesus Christ. I want to go to Australia. Bye, Ella. Thanks for stopping by, girl. Man, buying a house is a pain in the ass, man. When we oh my God, when we did it, we had our realtor, and it was like we would go. We don't want a small house. We want a big house because we have a big family. We want a big ass backyard. So every house that we would go to had like one thing that we didn't like, and these were all like brand new homes. And I was like, dude, I'm bougie as fuck, I'm like, I don't want no house right now because I'm not gonna like it later on, and it's just no. And then he was like, yeah, well, let's see where we're at in 3 years or whatever, a couple years from now, and then we'll see what we can get. And now I'm like, I'm happy that we waited because now we can get what we actually wanted and be able to like afford it, And plus I'm gonna be working, so I'm like, fuck, dude. it's still gonna be fucking hard to find a house that like, that we like. Oh yeah, the customization. Yeah, it's fucking expensive. They were like, "Do you want a wall that's all chalk?" And I'm like, "Why the fuck would I want a wall that's all chalk?" I'm like, "No. How much is that anyway? 3 grand." I was like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "You know what? No." I told Aunt, if we, I was like, "Let's get a wall that's plain, and then I'll buy that shit on Amazon and just plaster that shit on for like $20 or some shit, like for real." And then the thing is, here's the thing that pissed me off the most. This is how they get you guys. So they have their own contractors, right? Because they were telling us that we can pick the tile and all this other shit. And my dad, he's been working and he's been, um, I guess, a tile guy. I don't know what the fuck you would call him, for 20 plus years. Okay. So I told him, what if I hire my own contractor? Like, I don't want to use yours. I want to use mine. And they're like, no, you can't do that because we have a contract already with them. And then they were like, we can put the cheap tile, but I still have to pay for it, right? And then your dad could come in and demolish it, and I'm like, why? Like, what the fuck? I was like, I want, seriously, like, in all honesty, I want my dad to put tile in my house, okay, in the house that we own. But they were like, no, you can't do that. And I was like, really? Like, that's how they get you. Like, if you have your own people, like, and you're trying to customize your home or whatever the fuck, like, they're not gonna allow it. And this is so stupid. Like, really? Because my dad was like, hell yeah, I'd go over there. He's like, I'll bring all my tools and everything, and me and your brother will build your house. And I was like, or not build it, but like, put all the stuff that we want in it. And I was like, yeah. And hey, everyone. I saw what my parents went through getting their house built. Hell no. It is. It's a pain in the ass. They just keep like adding stuff. Like, do you want an island? That's extra. Do you want these light fixtures? It's extra. Do you want, like, literally, it's so annoying. And I'm like, what? But it says on here that, like, the house as is this much. Yeah, but these are all add-ons too. Like, it's so stupid. It's a pain just looking at these houses. There's nothing wrong with buying a house that's already built, by the way. One, it's a lot easier. Two, it's not a pain in the ass, which goes along with one. Okay? So much easier. But my bougie ass, you know me. I want my fucking glass wall. I want my glass wall. And my husband, he was stuck on it too. He was like, shit, that's so cool. And I was like, I know, right? I'm like, thank God if we go to Texas, we don't have to go into military housing. Guys, military housing is shit. Anywhere. Ask any military person. The houses are shit. They look nice, but they're shit. Let's see. I saw 1970 porn carpet today and it smelled like Miss Coffee. Ew. It probably has to do with warranty and things and the other trades. It's stupid. Yeah, I walked in and walked out. I could see that. Nope. It's all like shaggy flooring, carpets. Yeah, this used to be a room where they would film pornos, but we can change the carpet. Like, wait, when was this? 70s? Yes, and you haven't changed it yet? Like, what the fuck? It was a 6 bedroom. Oh, damn, on a 2 acre. On 2 acres, but the house was a fixer upper. I'm like, hell nah. Chip and Joanne, girlfriend, get them to build your house. They'll fix it up real good. No, but yeah, I totally get it. Like, we all have the things we like, things we don't like. I want a 5 bedroom house so that my kids each get a room, I get my craft room, and my husband gets his man cave. Like, that's it. I don't give a shit about the bathrooms. We can have one bathroom for all I fucking care. I want a bathroom in my bedroom and a big yard. Yes, a big yard. Yes, definitely. Because I know, Miss Coffee, I know you live in apartments. And it's probably a pain in the ass because you don't have a yard. And the kids, We live in a townhouse where we only have a balcony, so I totally understand why you would want a big yard. And you have dogs too. Yeah, big yard is a plus. Let's see. No, that is one thing I am afraid of. And you could get a free ghost with purchase. Robert, is that you? No, tell the kids to go play in traffic. Oh, not my kids, just the neighbor kids. Oh my god. Well, luckily where I live, like the front, there's no houses. It's just a hill, so the boys are always out there. Thank God, because I already hate them riding their scooters around our cars, and they'll go to the neighbors, and I'm like, dude, if you scratch that car, I'm gonna scratch you. You're paying for that shit. I'm not paying for that shit. All right, did anybody see the Super Bowl halftime show? Did you like it? Did you not? I loved it. But I get a history report of the house, and someone died in the 1970s house, and I was like, rape ghost. Nope. Why is it like, so like, don't buy a 1970s house because someone either died there or that's it. Yeah, that's about it. No, I had to get 2 bathrooms when I was looking for just myself. Always need a backup toilet. That is true though, and especially when look guys, my kids are dumb. They always clog the toilet or they put toys in it, and one of our toilets is always like fucked up, okay? Thank God right now all 3 bathrooms right now are fine. Knock on wood. Cuz literally had to put a work order in to get the fucking bathroom downstairs up and running because it was broken. It was broketh, and the kids were pooping everywhere. It was disgusting. They would like go in my bathroom, shit, not flush toilet, and I'm like, what the hell, dude? The next bathroom, pee in it, have pee drops everywhere. Like, really, dude? Like, really? Ruby, you still loving your square hearts? Look it, I don't have any square hearts right now. The ghost will come out saying, hey, remember me from Ruby's live? Boom. His name was Robert. Remember, his name was Robert. I sent Robert over to Miss Coffee because she was tired. And I was like, Robert will put you to sleep. And then she fell asleep. Oh, what? Remember, I was like, where's Miss Coffee at? Did she like fall asleep? Where'd she go? I'm doing okay. I'm just a little stressed about the move this move that's coming up because we literally have to prepare months in advance, which is stupid because no one else has to do that shit. Sorry, Christy. I was telling earlier that we are trying to see whether we want to move to Germany or not Texas, New Mexico, but he'd work in Texas. And I was saying like pros and cons of both. Do I want to travel or do I want a house? What do I want? I don't know. Let's see. Yes, I am moving. We are moving in July or September, but most likely July. So, oh no, Robert was putting the moves on Miss Coffee and relaxed her. She's like, what is that? Why is there something on my arm right now? Why does it feel, what? No, rape ghost. I say Germany, get those kids out to see the world. See, that's what I want. I want to go to Germany so that Anthony could see where he was born, and we can travel to places that we've never been to or same places we went to. You know, it'd be so nice. We get to see all the seasons there. But I was saying like, and I wouldn't be able to see my family, and you know, we obviously would have to put a hold on buying a house. But if we move to Texas, we may be homeowners like within the year. And it'd just be so nice because it'd be like, fuck, man, all this time, you know, we've been living in military housing. We've always wanted to just settle and stay put. And then I'd be able to go to school where I want to go to school, which is Donna Ana Community College and then New Mexico State University. Transfer, like, it'd be perfect. Like, we could start, like, our life, you know? But then again, we may never have the opportunity to go to Germany again. Yeah, military housing sucks. Like our bedroom, when it would rain, it would flood like the corner of our room, and they had to replace the whole flooring. And this was like fucking 3 weeks into moving into this house. Like there was like mold everywhere. Let's see. You can always move to Texas, bleh, Germany. I agree, Miss Coffee. New place, new things to see. Ha ha ha. We are going to be moving around the same time. Really? That's awesome. No videos for anybody. No, I'm just kidding. That's fucked up. Like, Miss Coffee and me are moving, so sorry. And yes, military housing does suck. Miss Coffee, Texas, and that's bad. I don't know. One of the few places one of the few places I used to go. Lisa, what's up, girl? Fridays are about to get real quiet. Oh shit. Oh my god. That is definitely gonna be weird. Like, wait, where's Miss Coffee? Where's Ruby? What the fuck's going on? Miss Coffee, the wind does hurt your face is bad. So Texas, I wouldn't live there. I would live in New Mexico. So where my husband's working, like the border is right there. So it's like literally like this is border and then here's Texas and then here's Las Cruces, New Mexico. So we'd live in New Mexico and he'd drive like maybe 18 miles to go to work. I don't want to live in Texas. Not to be mean or nothing, but no. No. Especially not Bliss, because Bliss is right next to Juarez and I ain't about that fucking life. Okay? No, thank you. I've heard too many horror stories about sundown towns or near Texas. What horror stories? Well, you know, Juarez is just around the corner. Y'all, listen. When I was in New Mexico and would drive to Bliss because they had a Joann's and a Michael's, there's this exit, right? Literally, not even fucking kidding. You're driving on the freeway. Right? No, that's not your car. This is your car. You're driving on the freeway. And then over here, Juarez. Over here, El Paso. And you're just like, what? So if you fuck up and go to Juarez, you're screwed. There is no turning back, okay? So every time, I would always make sure I was always on the far left. But the thing is that like all these other freeways merge. So at the same time, so like you get confused, man. So when the thing is, it is scary as shit. Okay, if you go to Juarez, and you're like, can I turn around? So it was no, thank you, no thanks. Let's see, shine like a diamond. Let's see. Now I'm going to just show up at your house. OMG. Let's see. What am I doing? What? Okay, here it is. S. I might just vlog during that time when I move. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna vlog my move, I guess. I'll try to get a diamond painting to go with me, depending on where I go. It's gonna be so weird. I'm so used to living here. I've got no home, for my home was never underground. I've got no home of my own. I don't know if you guys ever heard that song. It's called Roots. Oh, I've got no roots. Where is P? Where's P? Here it is. That's because Texas is a asshole state. The only reason I live there is because I had to take care of mom. And yeah, If I could go back to Wyoming, I would. Let's see. We will bring snacks for the trash pandas. Mr. Coffee wants to bring one or two of them, or two home, he says. Okay, when you say trash pandas, are you talking about the kids? Because I call Jonathan a trash panda. Or are you talking about the dogs? Who are you talking about? We can definitely grab some trash pandas. They will come right up to you. We will throw a cage on them. Then Mr. Coffee can have one. Oh, raccoon. Oh, okay. Well, that's funny because I call Jonathan, no, Jonathan, Michael. We call him a trash panda because he's always getting in the trash. Like, we gotta lock it now because that little boy, he doesn't give a shit. He's like, trash, trash. He's like Forky. Trash, trash. I'm like, stop it. That's disgusting. I throw like, the chicken wraps and shit like that, or like the plastic that chicken comes wrapped in, right? It's all nasty and slimy, and he'll have it in his hand, and I'm like, what are you doing? Oh my god! And I freak out because like salmonella. He doesn't give a shit. He's like, whatever. I'm tough. Germs, they're good for you. Look, we got a whole bunch of names for the. Oh, I don't know if you were here, but I'm starting to call Anthony Bundy. Now, you guys want to know why I started calling my son Bundy? Like Ted Bundy? Let me tell you why. Because he's fucking crazy and he's always talking about dying. Okay? I don't know where my kid gets it from. He's just like, he'll sing, I love you, you love me, we're all gonna die. And I'm like, what the he does this shit with every song. Roxanne, Roxanne, all I'm gonna do is kill you, Roxanne. I'm like, what are you singing? Why are you like this? So I was like telling my husband, I'm like, this motherfucker's like Ted Bundy 2.0, I bet. And then he was like, he was like Ted Bundy. I'm like, dude, he's always inserting the word die, dying, killing, murder in every song. Like, why are you doing that? And he's like, oh, it's Roblox. I play Roblox. So I'm like, well, Roblox is a bad influence because now you're talking about killing people and that's not okay. Especially when you're singing cute little baby songs like Barney, I Love You and like Coco Melon. I'm like, stop singing that shit. So now I started calling him Bundy. And he's like, what's Bundy? I'm like, you don't want to know. But that's who you are. I don't move when they get that close. I have tiny flip flops that they love to grab at. Wait, hold on. Hold on. You actually play with the raccoons? Coco Melon. So yeah, Anthony is now Bundy. So if you ever hear me say Bundy, that's Anthony. So I got Chucky and Bundy now. And Trash Panda. But I don't... I can't call him Trash Panda though. It has to be another like murder name or something. Like Dahmer? Dahmer? I'm telling you, man, my kids are crazy. Coco Melon. It's so quiet now. I'm listening for my kids because when they're too quiet, it means they're up to stupid shit. So I gotta. Okay, they're laughing. Okay, they're fine. I was like, shh, what are they doing? They're too quiet. Yes, Anthony Bundy. Am I a bad mom for like giving my kids nicknames like this? Chucky, Bundy, come over here. Can you imagine? Like if I go to the store and I'm like, Bundy, Chucky. No, you can't have those chips. Get over here. Chucky, get over here right now. Go get your brother Bundy right now. And go get Trash Panda too. He's running off. I want to make you a cup with them on it. Aww. Chucky and you put Chucky, Ted Bundy, and a trash panda. Like a legit panda that's going through trash or some shit, or a raccoon. Like, y'all. That'd be legit. I don't know, man. I just hope my kid doesn't grow up to be a serial killer. That's all I'm saying. Because I don't know what other kid does that shit. Sings about killing people all the time. You're gonna die. And I'm like, okay. Cool, dude. Let's see. Look at this murder club. Now that's no, these are my kids. Nah, bro, this my kid is Chucky. It's Jonathan Bundy. That's Anthony. And this trash panda. That's Jonathan. I mean, that's Michael. Maggie talks about killing people all the time too. I'm like, look, I wanted you to be like me, but you're a little bit crazier than me, little boy. You gotta hit the brakes there a little bit. Nope. Ain't trying to have no serial killers in this family. I don't want to be on the next podcast. Fucking sword and scale. Christy. I yell at her all the time. Well, then it, I was laughing when you went to the store and then she was telling that old lady like, you can see me, I'm invisible. I was like, oh my god, that poor lady. She was probably like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, what kind of drugs am I on right now? did I take the correct drugs this morning? Did I really take my arthritis pills? Because oh no. She did it to our neighbor the other day. Look, if a kid said that to me, I'd be like, am I dead? What the fuck is going on right now? What? Maggie cracks me up. She's so cute. And it's funny because Orion is like super quiet, huh? Like he's like the chill one. He just sees Maggie douching. He's like, whatever. I don't care. Oh my goodness. Kids are crazy. So Orion, I saw the picture that you posted of him the other day, and he looks just like Mr. Coffee. Like twins. I was like, oh my god. I'm like, that is definitely his child. Definitely. It's like copy and paste. Crazy. Same facial features and everything. Yes, Minna and Orion are chill. What made it worse, when he turned around, she went to hide. Freaked them out. Oh, hell no. Maggie. Eileen Warnos. Get out of here with that shit. Tina. Oh my god. I should make a story on that lady. She was crazy. So now we all got these nicknames for our kids and shit. Eileen Warnos. I don't know. I don't care. People, like, I know some people probably like, oh my god, why did she do that? Like, she's calling her kids all these names on social media. Like, that is so mean. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. You know what? Take my kids for a day. Take them for like 2 hours. Not even. Take them for 30 minutes. And then you're going to be calling them more than that. You're not going to be calling them Chucky and Bundy. You're going to be saying way more than that. Please, take them. Take them. I always tell Anthony that if he ever gets kicked, oh no, because he, like, when he used to get pissed and like I would walk away from him, you know, like at Target and shit when he was crying, being stupid. I'm like, I'm leaving. Bye, Felicia. And he's like, I'm gonna get kidnapped. And I'm like, okay, cool, dude. You're gonna like not okay, like get kidnapped. They're gonna fucking return you within like 10 minutes. They're gonna throw you out of that van and be like, nope. I'm like, so please do it. I'm like, please. Fucking trying to get me with that shit. I'm gonna get kidnapped. Like, okay, bye. Goodbye. Let's see how long you last with them. You're gonna be like, nope. Let's see. Yes, do Eileen. Michael can be Charles Manson. Is it because of his hair? Oh my god. Noemi. Manson. Come over here. Oh my god. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna start. Yeah, and he gets all the ladies. You know what? I'm gonna start calling him Manson now. Thanks. See, be right back. Maggie just smashed a cupcake in Ryan's face. Oh, shit. Oh no. Okay, so Michael is Manson. Manson. Jonathan's Chucky. And Jonathan. No, wait. Jonathan's Chuck. Goddamn, I don't even know who my kids are. Let's see. I don't remember their names. Okay, Anthony. Is Bundy. Oh my god, take a picture of his coffee. Those kids, man. Kids are crazy. Don't have kids. Kids are crazy. If I knew now what I knew then. I mean, if I knew now what I didn't know then. I can't even fucking say it. If what? Okay, I'll get them right now. If I knew then what I know now, I would not have children right now. Just gonna throw that out there. Nope. Nope. You guys don't even want to know why I got pregnant at 21 or 20 actually. Y'all don't even want to know that story because it is dumb. It is so dumb. Let's see. Maggie is my spirit animal. Oh no, that's Cupcake Abuse. Anthony is Bundy. Jonathan is Chucky and Michael is Manson. Definitely Elizabeth. Yeah, no, y'all don't want to know that story. I was dumb and young, didn't know what I was doing. I was being a follower, not a leader. That's all I'm gonna say. I am done adulting today. Oh my god. Well, now they're married. Oh my god. Okay, fine, I'll tell you since all you guys want to know and you guys are going crazy in the comments right now. I got pregnant at 20 because all my friends were pregnant. There, I said it. Stupid. Stupid. So like I was living in Texas with my husband and we were newlyweds. And I am sorry to say what? I was pregnant the day after my 21st birthday. The fuck? What? Okay, yeah, this is the only time. What does that say? What up? What up, cock butt? Oh, that's a chicken. Wait, that looks like a rooster. I'm blind as fuck. I don't know what that is, but that's hilarious. Okay. What up, cock butt? Chicken butt. I know, but it looks like a rooster. I'm blind. What's up, Jer Bear? Okay, so when I was newlyweds, this was like the first year we had a little tiny apartment, and I was working at the military store, and I met all the wives that my husband's friends' wives, whatever. And a year into living in Texas, I don't know how this happened, but they all got pregnant around the same time. So like one was like 3 months, another was 5, and like another one was like 3 years, 2, or I don't fucking, but it was like 4 of them. They were all pregnant at the same time. And I felt left out because I was an idiot. And I was like, I want a baby too. Didn't even have to ask him twice. Got pregnant. And then I was like, oh shit, I'm pregnant. And this is where like this is where I knew I was like super stupid. I thought that being married to the military meant that we would stay in one place forever. So I had in my little head that I was gonna live in Texas for the rest of my life and have a cute little baby with my hot husband, and that was it. Like, nope, I got pregnant and they were like, you're going to Germany. And I was like, what? No, that's Partyville. What the fuck? So I was pregnant at 20 and I left Texas like 4 months or 3 months pregnant to Germany. No family, nothing. Fucking nuts. Just because these girls were pregnant. Do I still talk to these girls? Just one. One out of the 4. And I was like, oh my God, my parents did not teach me shit. Let's see. Yes, I know. It was fucking awful. Thank you, Tina. What did Tina say? See, that is why you got pregnant at 20. Let's see. Da-da-da-da. That is not a chicken. Thank you, Tina. Okay, there you go. Sister Elizabeth. See, Elizabeth, I finished the beast. Ooh, I was in the water. Don't drink the water. You will get pregnant. That is why I don't drink water. Tina, I am barely 2 rows down. So it's gorgeous when done. I drink a lot of water and never get pregnant. That's awesome. You finished it. So yeah, that's the story of how I got pregnant. Everyone else was pregnant, so I had to get pregnant too, like an idiot. So there you go. Now I have an 8-year-old who talks about killing all the time and dying. So there you have it. Oh my god. Let's see. I consent. Stop doing that! What are you doing? No, dude, there's like 2 functional bathrooms you can go to. Why you gotta go in my bathroom?
What?
You're not gonna use my bathroom.
No, I said use the passport.
Oh, okay. I'll go like in 10 minutes.
Go right now.
No, I'm not.